Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. We just hit 21.7K subs. So, yeah, keep up the good work. Working our way to 21.8. Check out my betting links in the description below, guys. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers, bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets if you win. So take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. And, yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today, coming off a great day yesterday. Starting with the New York Yankees versus the Baltimore Orioles. This is an early one at 11:35 Eastern where I'm at. So, yeah, very early game today. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -125. Yankees +110 with the over/under at 9.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 58-39. Baltimore 57-38. Pitching for the Yankees is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 4.46. Pitching for Baltimore is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 4.42. Rodon, in his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Kramer, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Both pitchers give up their fair share of runs here. Yankees on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against Baltimore. And then the struggles just continue for Baltimore here on a 5-game losing streak. These last 5 games have been brutal for Baltimore. They've scored 1, 0, 0, 2. I mean, they've scored 4 runs in 5 games. That is just, that's got to be like historically bad. It just really is. I just cannot trust the Orioles. The fact that they're favorites is very surprising to me. Both pitchers give up runs here, but I just can't take a shot with the Orioles. They've been playing so bad. I'll take Yankees +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at -130. The Royals +115 with the over/under at 10. Royals coming into this matchup 52-44. Boston 52-42. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 2.93. Pitching for Boston is Brian Bello with an ERA of 5.40. Singer, he's coming off 3 straight 1-run games here. He's been very solid. Bello, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 11 strikeouts. The Royals getting shut out by Boston yesterday 5-0. They did win the day prior 6-1. I'm really liking Singer on the mound. Man, he's been very good here. Bello, 2 of his last 3, he's gotten lit up. Gave up 5 runs last game and then 7 runs 2 games ago. Yeah, give me the Royals +1.5 on the road today. I expect a big bounce back after getting shut out yesterday. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at -130. Guardians +115 with the over/under at 7.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 58-36. The Rays 47-48. Pitching for the Guardians is Ben Lively with an ERA of 3.59. Pitching for the Rays is Ryan Pepiot with an ERA of 4.20. Lively, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, and 4 strikeouts. Pepiot, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Cleveland beating Tampa Bay yesterday 4-2, ending their 3-game losing streak they were on. They are 8-4 against Tampa, so they've been good head-to-head here. I think they're good dogs today. Lively, coming off a rough game, but it gives up 1 to 3 runs here. Same with Pepiot. I think Guardians are a good dog today on the road, and I'll take the Guardians +1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -215. The Rockies +170 with the over/under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 33-63. The Mets 49-45. Pitching for the Rockies is Yerman Marquez with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA at 3.91. Looks like Marquez making his first start of the season here. Wasn't really good last year. His last few starts last season, he gave up 3, 2, and 4 runs. Quintana coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. He's been pretty solid here lately for the Mets. The Rockies 1-6 in their last 7. They've dropped back-to-back games to the Mets. Mets playing great, 5-game winning streak. Hitting the ball well too. These last 5 games, they've scored 7, 7, 7, 6, 7. So they pretty much been getting 7 runs on this during this win streak, which is very good. You're probably gonna win a lot of games if you're putting up 7. 13-2 at home, 9-3 at home against Colorado. Give me the Mets at home today. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -180. The Marlins +140 with the over-under at 9. Marlins coming into this matchup 32-63. The Reds 47-49. Pitching for the Marlins is Trevor Rogers with an ERA of 4.82. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo with an ERA of 3.30. Rogers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Lodolo, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Miami on a 5-game losing streak, 2-8 in their last 10. They've dropped back-to-back games against the Reds here. 4-12 on the road against the Reds. 0-6 on the road right now. They have not been good on the road. And hard to take the Marlins. They've just been playing so poorly here. Give me the Reds at home today. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Chicago White Sox. Pirates opening up as road favorites at -210. The White Sox +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 47-48. The White Sox 27-70. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 3.40. Pitching for the White Sox is Jared Schuster with an ERA of 3.52. Keller, his last start, he pitched 8 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Schuster has only pitched once this season. He pitched 2 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pittsburgh, 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the White Sox, 6-2 and 4-1. Pittsburgh, they are 4-1 against the White Sox. They've been good head-to-head there. We have not really seen Pittsburgh as a -200 or higher favorite. So I'm kind of concerned about them being that big of a favorite. They're not really a team I trust being big favorites. And they got Andrew McCutchen, who is questionable in this game. Not a matchup I love. But, yeah, Pirates just aren't a team I want to pay big money for. So I think this could be a trap game personally. We'll see what happens. I don't love it, but I got to take a shot with the White Sox +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -135. The Rangers +115 with the over-under at 8. Rangers coming into this matchup 45-50. Houston 50-45. Pitching for the Rangers is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 3.09. Pitching for the Astros is Ronel Blanco with an ERA of 2.53. Scherzer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs. Had 6 strikeouts. Blanco, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 2 runs. Had 7 strikeouts. Rangers winning a close one yesterday, 2-1. Nice win for the Rangers here, ending the Astros winning streak that they were on. They are just 2-5 against Houston, 4-11 on the road. Houston, they were 10-0 at home, finally losing a home game. Very good pitching matchup here. I mean, this is just an identical pitching matchup. Both pitchers have been giving up 2 to 3 runs here. I still like the Astros here. I mean, they lose 1 game at home, but they're still probably like the best home team I've ever seen. Like right now, the stretch they're on, 10-1 at home. That's no joke. Scherzer hasn't been that great on the mound. I mean, he's been giving up runs. Yeah, I like Houston with the bounce back. Couldn't get any runs going yesterday. I expect more hits today. I'll take the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -150. Washington +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 44-52. The Brewers 54-42. Pitching for the Nationals is Jake Irvin with an ERA of 3.13. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Ria with an ERA of 3.81. Irvin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Ria, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Washington, back-to-back wins against the Brewers here. They played very well in this series so far. Brewers 3-7 in their last 10 on a 3-game losing streak. Washington 8-4 against the Brewers. Both pitchers coming off probably their worst performances of the season here. Yeah, not sure what's up with the Brewers. Struggling. Washington's been good in this series. I think I got to take a shot with Washington plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Cubs plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 46-51. The Cardinals 50-45. Pitching for the Cubs is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 2.99. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 4.88. Tylon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Cubs dropped both games against St. Louis yesterday. They did get the underdog cover in the last game. The first game was crazy. They gave up 9 runs in the first inning. So that was an insane start to the game there. Just 1-5 on the road against St. Louis. Haven't been that good against the Cardinals here. I don't know. Not in love with this one. You saw Cardinals play very well yesterday. I still think Cubs are good dogs here, despite what happened yesterday. They got the cover in one of them, so that gives you some confidence today. I think I'm going to take the Cubs plus 1.5 on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Minnesota Twins versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Twins plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Twins coming into this matchup 54-41. The Giants 46-50. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Paddock with an ERA of 5.18. Pitching for the Giants is Blake Snell with an ERA of 7.85. Paddock, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Snell, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Minnesota beating the Giants yesterday 4-2. Not in love with Snell on the mound. I mean, he's been pretty bad all season. He gives that 0-run game last game is probably his best he's had all season. It's been very rough for Snell. Paddock hasn't been that great on the mound either. I'm liking the plus money with the Twins. I just don't trust Snell. So I'll take Twins plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. Seattle opening up as road favorites at minus 190. Angels plus 150 with the over-under at 8.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 52-45. The Angels 40-55. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.94. Pitching for the Angels is Carson Fulmer with an ERA of 3.83. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Fulmer, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. That's Seattle. They've dropped back-to-back games against the Angels here. Despite how good they've been 10-3 against the Angels, 5-2 on the road against the Angels. They previously were 5-0 on the road against the Angels here. Not sure what's up with Seattle. Gilbert hasn't been that great on the mound. He does all right, giving up some runs lately. Yeah, this one's tough here. Do we pay the high price tag for the Mariners, who just haven't played well this series at all? Not sure I want to do that here. I think I got to take the Angels plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -150. Toronto plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 43-52. Arizona 49-47. Pitching for Toronto is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.0. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.33. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 13 strikeouts. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Toronto, coming off a 12-1 loss against Arizona yesterday. They did not play well on a 2-game losing streak. Arizona, 4-game winning streak right now, back-to-back wins against Toronto. Played well in this series. Yeah, just what I've seen from Toronto, I just don't have confidence in them, especially after yesterday's game. I think I got to take the D-backs at home today. Next matchup, we've got a doubleheader between the Atlanta Braves versus the San Diego Padres. Braves opening up as road favorites at -180. Padres plus 140 with the over-under at 7.5. Braves coming into this matchup 52-42. Padres 50-48. Pitching for the Braves is Chris Sale with an ERA of 2.74. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez with an ERA of 4.66. Sale, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Vasquez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Atlanta losing to the Padres yesterday 4-0. Disappointing game from the Braves here. They are just 2-5 against the Padres. With this doubleheader, we'll see what happens today. I really like Chris Sale on the mound here. They won their last time with him on the mound, 6-2 against Arizona here. Vasquez has been solid for them, though, the last 3, but Sale very good on the mound here. I'm liking the Braves in game 1 on the road. All right, as I was recording that last matchup, the Braves is not a doubleheader. I had it pulled up twice. So the Braves game is just a normal game. Next matchup, we've got the Oakland Athletics versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies opening up as home favorites at -250. Oakland plus 200 with the over-under at 10. Oakland coming into this matchup 36-61. The Phillies 62-33. Pitching for Oakland is Joey Estes with an ERA of 5.53. Pitching for the Phillies is Orion Kirkening with an ERA of 1.30. Estes, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 8 runs, had 1 strikeout, coming off a very brutal game from him. Kirkening doesn't really pitch that long. He pitches about an inning. He really just pitches an inning. Hasn't given up a run in 5 starts. Only pitching an inning, so it'll be a bullpen game for the Phillies today. Phillies coming off an 11-5 Oakland win, a big bounce back win. I figured they were going to bounce. They were in a great bounce back spot yesterday after a poor game against Oakland in the first game. So nice comeback from the Phillies. Oakland 3-16 on the road, 1-4 against Philly. Estes hasn't been that good on the mound here. Gives up runs. We'll see what the bullpen's like today for the Phillies. Hopefully they come out and pitch a good game here, but I think I got to take the Phillies at home. In the last matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Detroit Tigers. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -180. Detroit plus 140 with the over-under at 9.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 56-40. Detroit 46-50. Pitching for Detroit is Bo Brisky with an ERA of 3.52. Then for the Dodgers, it's currently undecided. I'm sure it'll be released here soon, but only game that's undecided so far for the pitching. Brisky, let's see his last starts. His last start was against the Dodgers. He played against the Dodgers. He only pitched a half an inning, gave up a run. His last real action, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. So Brisky's probably only going to pitch 1 to maybe 3 innings. He's a relief pitcher, so we'll see how long he stays out there. But what a just epic loss for Detroit yesterday. I'm sorry, for the Dodgers. They're 1-5 in their last 6. They gave up 7 late for Detroit to come back and win 11-9. Just disappointing. Dodgers had that whole game and they blew it in the end. Not sure what's up with the Dodgers. They are struggling, probably because of the injuries. You know, no Mookie Betts, Muncy, Jason Hayward. They're missing a lot of big hitters in their lineup. A lot of pitchers are out, so I think that's really the reason, and that's why they're struggling here. I think I got to take Detroit plus 1.5 at home today. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.